Hello, and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob, and I call myself Sansomi. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And if you are, I say thank you very much. Now, on to today's episode. It's Thursday, it's Manchester United save, and we're going to start out with a league game against Tottenham. So let's just jump into it and see what kind of players we can use today. Will be interesting. Tottenham, always interesting to face Tottenham. We get Fofana, that is suspended, so we're going to have to use Anel there. Shouldn't be too much of a shouldn't be too much of a problem. I was just bamboozled about all the tired players in need of rest and stuff. And we don't have very many players to put in. We do have Kenneth Taylor, but he can't play. He's not a right defender. We need a right defender. Descaglio is having fitness problems. Shouldn't be playing more than 45 minutes. While Tariq Lamptey is in need of rest. And we actually, after this game, I think we have 2 days of just training. And then we have a new game. So, bit of a problem, I must say. But we're going to solve this. We're going to solve it. Believe you me, we are going to solve this. In some way, we're going to get this to work. How could they be involved in another game? All right. So we don't really have anybody to put into the defense there. So I guess, oh yes, we do. Ben Carroll, of course, he can play anywhere in the defense. He's not very good, but he will just have to do. And we put, maybe we do like this instead. Let's take out Tariq Lamptey completely. And he's just going to be playing 45 minutes, right? Since his fitness problem. But I think I'll start with him instead of putting him in. I think Ben Carroll will come on in the second half. Because if he gets injured, just coming back from an injury, the risk is there. So, sorry about that. I'm a bit tired today. Kenneth Taylor needs to be there. So if Gaglio gets injured, we have a player that is supposed to be fully fit at least to put in. Now, who else do we need to rest today? Jude Bellingham seems to be in need of a rest. We'll look at Seiwald. He's fully fit today, so he can take that position. And then we have Mbappe. So Marcus Rashford will come in there. And then we have Garnacho involved in another game. So we need to put someone else in that position. I think it's going to be Šeško. He should not be outside of the squad. So Šeško playing there. I think we have a squad that could handle Tottenham, but yeah, let's see. Let's jump into the game and get this game on the way. It's going to be interesting to see if we can take care of Tottenham in this game. Show on to weak foot, we can do that. Dressing room, pump our fist, and let's just go. Ole, 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 ole. I think this is the first United save I am recording since my little short vacation there. I do apologize for taking the time out there. It's not really my plan, to be honest, but I missed one. I missed to put up a Welling save on a Tuesday because I was really under the weather and everything, and I just decided, yeah, I missed this one, and it's my last vacation week. After that, I am coming back from a long time of sick leave, and where I will be working, or where I worked 100%. So I just felt that I need to be able to put my... Oh, let's look at this, Adeyemi. But is it offside or not? It's going to be a VAR check, and it's disallowed. Yeah. So, yeah, I just decided to, since I've missed that one, I think let's just take a short vacation from YouTube as well, where I can put my emphasis on getting back to working full-time. And that's still my goal, but I am back making videos as well. Had a bit of was a bit unlucky as well coming back. I worked that entire first week, and now the week after that I end up getting a new cold, which kept me home, but couldn't even muster up the energy to record anything. So I'm sitting on Sunday. I'm going back to work tomorrow. It's Sunday, the week after my... Well, it's Sunday this, and it will be on Thursdays when it is. So you will know which Sunday it is. I don't have a calendar to say exactly what... I think it is the 27th. Yes, it is the 27th. 27th of August, Sunday, when I record this. And I just felt I need to record this because I'm going back, working 100% as well next week. Hopefully without breaking, so that I can continue to work 100%. So I do know that I will be too tired to record a lot in the week, so I just decided I'll record today. I think I'm gonna try to record this episode, and I'm gonna try to record a Telford episode, and then I'll just have... I think I'm gonna try to record the City Skylines episode on Saturday, which I actually did. I did record the one that is coming up for you guys, came up now, the Sunday 27th. I did record that on Saturday the 26th, so yeah. And of course I'm really looking forward to City Skylines 2. Ho, am I looking forward to that. And oh boy, are we going to be making some videos to that one. Anyway, let's concentrate on this. It's Manchester United against Tottenham, and we are... It looks like we are the better team. Let's see Adeyemi here, and oh, did he hit the bar there? It looked like he hit the bar. There, the goalkeeper has been really good. Sancho, Adeyemi, back to Davis, Savald, Desciglio, Delict, Savald. Now I'm trying to... Oh, Desciglio. Back, all the way back to De Gea. It's going to be... It is a bit of a downer that United have released David De Gea. Yes, I do believe he would have been a good goalkeeper for us. Still, I do. He's not the best in distributing, and yes, I know that Ten Hag wants a goal. Oh, Rashford! I know that Ten Hag wants a goalkeeper that can start the attack from back in the goal, and I suppose Onana is going to be that type of goalkeeper. But yeah, honestly, I'm gonna miss David De Gea. He's the last player from from the time that we won the Premier League. I think he's the last player that has a Premier League title, or he should be the last player to leave Manchester United now as well. And yeah, I mean, he's kind of old and have way too high of a salary, so I think that's okay. I think that's one of the weird things, actually, that we've managed to become a club that is so easily fooled. But I guess we've just been too desperate, I should say. And it seems like we are still a bit too desperate, because it should be an honor to play for United. Yes, you should get a good salary as well, but I mean, really, with the type of players we have, we shouldn't be paying the same type of salary that Manchester City are paying. I mean, we're nowhere near them, and we're paying at least as much in salaries as they are. So our players aren't near their players. I mean, we don't have a Kevin De Bruyne. We don't have those kind of players in the club. We have good players, yes, and they are worth sort of good salaries, but we don't have the world-class players in our team at the moment. We certainly hope to get back there, of course, but I think we need to put more. We need to lower the wages and give them more sort of bonuses, and that's not going to be bonus if you score in a game and stuff like that, but bonuses if we win tournaments, if we win important, like the Premier League, if we win the UEFA League and stuff like that, and stop paying out high salaries without any demand for them to win anything. Keep the salaries down and give them good salaries or good bonus money when they win stuff, because we can't continue with this. We can't be fooled United, because we are being fooled by players. Let's look at the way with Harry Maguire now. He's, what is he, 31, and he definitely refuses to lower his wages. So he's not leaving United. He rather sit on the bench, and I think he would rather just train with the club and not play, not even be on the bench, and still stay at United, so he wouldn't get a lower salary. Now, of course, if it was an ordinary job where you didn't earn good money in another club, because let's face it, it's still going to be good money, it's just not going to be the type of money he earns at Manchester United. He's got to have some pride. Yeah, so he's going to probably sit out his contract at United, which is a shame. I think he still would have something to give to teams like West Ham and stuff like that, Sheffield United, teams like that have to play a different type of game than United plays. I think he could still be a good player, but he's definitely not a Manchester United player, definitely not. Yeah, I think that's a big problem. I remember back at the end of Roy Keane's United career. Oh yes, Karim Adeyemi makes it 3-0. Roy Keane, at the end of his Manchester United career, I know he was very angry with a lot of players, because many of the players that came to United back then was just happy Oh, you were supposed to change that player. Were just happy with the salary that they were given at Manchester. So they didn't really care that they didn't how things went. They just played because of the salary that they were making. So, and he just said that they are pleased having the contract of their dreams, and now they don't give 100% anymore. And it's all about giving 100%, because as Roy King said there, it's just, if you go down to 95% of your ability, there are players that are a lot better than you already by those 5 to 10% that you lower your standards. So you're not going to win things if you're at 95, even if you are one of those great players. So yeah, I think that is, we need to change the... Oh, what a corner and what a header by Haaland. That was beautiful. So I hope Ten Hag brings back the morality that we need to keep the salaries down. And yeah, I know that it was hard. I mean, I remember that was one of the things that Ferguson struggled with, to keep the salaries down at the same time as he had so many... Oh, Rainman, and he scores! Tino Rainman! Yes, the youth player scores. Oh, that's good for his development. As I say, I know that he struggled with that, Ferguson. He kept the salaries down most of the time, but since he had the team that won everything, it was hard to keep it down, or they would just walk away to other clubs, especially at the end where the Glazers took over, which was a team that didn't have the money, or we became the team that didn't have the money compared to being the team with all the money. We were a team with such a strong financial power, and then the oil money came into the football, and yeah, I just feel that at the moment United do need the oil money. So my hope is that the Qatari people will get to buy Manchester United. It's not the dream scenario, of course not. I wish that we could be a powerhouse without any of those sort of money from the Qataris, but yeah, it's just the facts of football today that you need rich owners to stay up there. I mean, look at Manchester City. United could never build that kind of team back in the days. And I always say that's, and I'm always going to say, the difference between Ferguson's treble and City's treble, or Pep Guardiola's treble, is the ability, the kind of players that we could have. Manchester United could have 8-9 world-class players, and Ferguson just needed to get the best out of all the other players that was just fill-ins, that wasn't really that good that they were supposed to play in the team, but he managed to bring out the best of them in many of the games, or most of the games, which made us into a powerhouse. The Manchester United City of today, if they get a player injured or a player suspended or just too tired that he needs a rest, they can bring in a player that is almost just as good, and that's the difference. Sure, you can get dressing room problems if you have so many players that are good enough to be able to play in any other team. They would just stay in the team week out and week in, and you all of a sudden they have to sit on the bench. Sure, that can manage the problem, but being handled right, I don't see that as Pep had it a bit easier than Ferguson had. But that's the only thing that I think is any difference between the trebles. I think it's a big achievement by City as well, even if it breaks my heart saying it. So, but I've talked away a lot of this here now. The first game is over. We beat Tottenham 5-0, which I'm very pleased with. And I'll guess I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here. We're going to face off against Chelsea at home today in the Premier League. So hold on to your hats and let's have a look at what kind of players we can use today. We are actually 1 point behind Liverpool in the league table, and we have one game less played, so we can bring ourselves back top of the table if we win today. I think it's even a draw should do it, but we want to win, of course. But a lot of players are tired, which is a problem, of course. Alphonso Davies tired now as well. But we should have, yeah, Joseph Webb should be able to play there today then. Tariq is back, so let's put him at least on the bench for now. And Carroll injured as well. I think we're going to go with Tariq the entire game, so Sciglio will be a reserve. De Ligt could do with a rest, but do we really dare? Is Fofana back, or is he still... Fofana is back, so let's start by giving him Taylor's position, and then a big thought here, and we're going to go this. We're going to let Fofana and Anel play today and give Matthias de Ligt some rest today. Jude Bellingham should be back. And we can see that Andy Stockbridge needs a rest, so let's bring in Bruno Fernandes there. And Haaland and Karim both need a rest, so let's bring in Šeško, and I guess Tino Rainman will get to play from start today. That's going to be interesting, to say the least. The midfield is very even and good, I feel, in the star rating here at least. Jadon Sancho is tired as well. Oh, I think we're going to give Morgan Pierce the position today. Then we lost that. But he has got such a high potential that I really want him to become part of the team as quick as possible. But I want him to develop as quick as possible, this Morgan Pierce. 18 years old. And, yeah. I mean, it's been a while now, haven't he? Isn't this his second... Oh! It's his third real season. Third real season. 18 years old. So, yeah, and he played already in the first real... I think he arrived from my youth team in the spring of that season, so that's why he didn't play at all there. He did do some games in the under-18 and stuff, but already in his first real season with us, he made 10 games. Didn't score though, but 4 assists. So yeah, I mean, he was a 703 in a Premier League team at that age. Oh, holy smokes. That's nice. I think I do believe he really has some high potential, which is also said here. So, yeah, I'm really hoping that he will become that superstar, that Ryan Giggs of the right side. He is Welsh as well. So, yeah, interesting. Let's go back again and let's see what else we're going to do. I don't think we're going to do anything else. I think this is the team that's going to be playing today against Chelsea, so it's going to be a tough one. But yeah, let's just hope we manage this. Come on, United. Share one to weaker foot, we can do that. Dressing room, pump our fist, and let's do it for the fans today. That gave them motivation, that's good. Let's kick off this game and skip that one, and here we go. Oh, they signed Memphis. Oh, interesting. So that's a player that's been in our club, not while I was manager. So he left before, I think he left before this game came out, so yeah. But interesting that they have bought Memphis Depay to oh, did you see that? They had Timber as well, Jurian Timber, the defender that have signed for Arsenal in real life, which Manchester United tried to get their hands, or Ten Hag, I should say. Manchester United, I don't think, really tried to sign him, but I know that Ten Hag wanted him. He had him in Ajax, so yeah. Let's see here. Webb. Long throw. Oh, a lot of wear there. Rashford. Oh! Yeah, I think I forgot to put back Mbappe. It is his... Oh! It is that he gets tired, in need of rest so often that you sometimes forget about putting him back into the team. I mean, if it's an injury, it's another thing, but since it is that he is tired, get in need of a rest all of the time, it's hard to remember to put him back into the team. Oh well. Bellingham, Fofana, Anel, Fofana, Bellingham, out to Rashford, to Bellingham, to Webb, to Anel, back to Webb, to Anel, to Fernandes. And it seems like we are the better team here today as well, which is nice. I guess. Oh, let's see Rashford. Oh! Get a corner out of that though. And let's see how that corner goes. Fernandes floats it in. Oh, Chester's there, but he's being run over there. Here's Bellingham though. Fofana. Nope. Didn't come to anything. And it's still a goalless game so far, but we've had a couple of situations where we've been able to, or we could have been able to score. So, yeah, let's go United. And now, long ball out to Morgan Pearce. Pearce back to Bellingham. Back to Fernandes, to Rashford, and ooh! Just outside. I think in the second half, Kylian Mbappe will be back and playing in that left midfield position that Rashford has, even though Rashford has played very well today. And I feel a bit sad for Fernandes being left out as much as he does, but at the same time, as long as Stockbridge do deliver, I want him to be in the team so that he can develop. And I actually have the same feeling when it comes to Morgan Pearce, even though we might not be as strong as we are with Sancho in the team. I want to play him as much as possible because I want him to develop and become the player that I know that he can be. Now let's see. Let's get into the dressing room. Let's pump our fist. Let's say that they need to work hard, and it will come. Fernandes, Bellingham, Morgan Pearce, Lamptey, Bellingham, Pearce. Oh, good ball to Rainman. Oh! Rashford is very tired, so let's bring in... Do we have... We have both Haaland and Adeyemi on the bench. I think we're going to bring in... Haaland is of... Rainman gets another chance. Let's have him play for a little bit then. A couple of more minutes. Nothing there. Fofana running for the ball. Come on, United. We can't seem to get a hold on Chelsea. They are playing very good defense. I think we're going to be pausing the game now because I don't want to miss out doing the changes I want to do here. Pierce, you're tired, and so we're going to do like that. Oh, Chesko is tired, so let's bring in Haaland in that position instead of Rainman. A bit of a sad thing because I really wanted to take out Rainman because he hasn't been playing that very well, but I guess he's going to be playing the entire game. Pierce. Oh. Have I done all 3 changes after that? I don't think so. I've only done 2, right? No, 3. Rashford, yeah, all 3 are done, so we can't do any more changes. Let's hope that we have done the right changes here. Oh, Bruno Fernandes. Didn't really get there. Bruno Fernandes, Bellingham, Mbappe, and he scores! Kylian Mbappe scores! 1-0 for Manchester United in the 66th minute, or 67th, I should say, because we have stepped over 66th. Then it becomes the 67th minute. Good header there by Fofana. A good interception, I should say. And Mbappe putting it in. And I must say, Mbappe has been a really big part of our success. I was lucky to be able to sign him on a free transfer. Now he's earning a shitload of money, and that, of course, is not very good, I should say, because I want to keep that a bit down as well. But but he's been worth it, I guess. It's not going to be worth it if we get into financial problems, of course not. But as long as we keep on winning, he's going to be worth it, because we get the money from sponsors and everything that keeps us afloat, I should say, or keeps us ahead of that. So yeah, but of course we could do with selling out a star player or something. Ooh, something like that. Someone we could get somewhere between 100 and 200 million pounds for would have been good. But lower than that, no, I don't see the point of it. I think we're going to be, if we continue to win, which we have a possibility to do if we keep those star players in the club. Let's say, look at Haaland. Oh, I think we're going to be mastering up that kind of money in a couple of seasons and get the financial situation stable. I think we're still paying yearly for players that I bought, like Haaland and Jude Bellingham. So once those are over as well, once we are not paying those money to those clubs, we will get the finances stable here as well. And hopefully we will bring up more youth players than signing star players in the future. So that's also something that's going to help us financially, of course. But yeah, it's been a good game, and let's hope they don't score at the end of it here. We want to get another three-pointer, of course. Sancho. Oh, that's not a good ball. Here's Isaac. Here's Gallagher. Gallagher. No. Oh, Kante to Isaac. And, oh, De Gea saved that one. That's good. So they got Alexander Isaac at Chelsea here. Never went to Newcastle, I guess. Here's Mbappe. And to Rainman. Oh. Come on. 4 minutes of added time. 3 or 2.5 of them are left to play. We're 1-0 up. Here's Mbappe. And, ooh, what a curve on that ball. That really seemed first like he was going to miss it by meters, and then the ball curved itself really well and went just outside the... And it's going to be a penalty check here. Are we going to get a... penalty awarded. So Mbappe's going to step up. That was one of his demands to become penalty taker. So let's see, can he put it in? Yes! 2-0 and the game is over. Another three-pointer for Manchester United. How great isn't that? Now the next game is the last group stage game in the Champions League. So we're going to be using, since we already won the group, we have 13 points. Team number 2 has 9 points. So even if we lose that game in the Champions League, we will still win the group. So we're going to be putting in a lot of reserve players in that game. And that's going to be the last game of this episode. And I'll just see you there. And so we're here. Last game of this episode. It's RB Leipzig at home. Or Red Bull Leipzig, that is. Maybe that was like some commercial thing to say. But I don't care. We're going to jump into this because we're going to use as many reserve players as possible. And when we get in here, I'm going to be announcing some news here. Look at what we've done here. I have placed Kylian Mbappe on the transfers list. I tried to offer him to club for £120 million. Nobody wanted him, but it said that Real Madrid was interested. So I put him on the transfers list. He hasn't complained yet, so I don't think he's going to. His contract info, look at this. This is why we're bleeding. 450 per week. And then remaining royalty bonus, 8 million. Appearance fee, 84,000. Goal bonus on 79,000. So we just had to pay that ×2 last time he played. Team of the year, 850,000. Top goal scorer bonus, 1.9 million. Unused sub fee for 21,000. I mean, and then he gets some clauses here with seasonal land goal bonus, 15. He gets 2.1 million. 20, he gets another 525, and 25, he gets another 525, and he has a sell on fee percentage of 20%. So I just thought that he's not playing more than half the games. He's on the bench half of the time because he's constantly in need of a rest. He is good when he plays. Yes, I'll give him that. He's one of our best players when he gets to play. But since we don't use him very often, and we're still winning, yes, it will be a problem when we play in those important games. I know that, but yeah, I don't care. I wanted to get rid of him now, so yeah, we're gonna try to do that. We're gonna clear this team here because I'm gonna be using, as I said, as many reserve players as possible here. As they allow me to, I should say. Adam Ferguson, of course, going to be playing in goal. I want him to develop as much as possible. Right defender. Matthew Rodwell is unregistered, and is in need of rest and everything. But isn't he very young? He's 17 years old. Isn't it under 20? They are not having to be registered. I thought it was something like that, but okay. I'm not complaining. Oh yeah, I am complaining, but I accept the terms. And let's get Ronnie Edwards together with Kenneth Taylor, actually. At the left, since Drew Warburton is injured, we're going to go with Webb. Now, right midfielder, of course, is going to be Morgan Pearce. And as a defensive one, do we really need to... Don't we have anybody? No, we do not have any other defensive midfielders more than those two. But then it's going to be Seiwald, I guess. Offensive, of course, is going to be Stokebridge. That's hopefully going to continue to develop. At the left, we're going to go with Shola Shortire, actually. Hoping that he will develop. Now, at the top here, we do have some interesting players. We have Andrew Harper, but he's unregistered. Rowan Pressland. I mean, as I said, if they were under 20, weren't they supposed to be not having to be? Is that just in the Premier League? Or am I just getting confused? Because I'm pretty sure I've seen it's under 21 in the Premier League, under 20 in the Champions League, and they don't need to be registered. But still, yeah, they're not allowed to play. So that's... It feels weird to me, but okay. We go with Tino. And we go with McAvoy. Should we go with McAvoy or Paul Squirrels? There seems to be higher potential in Paul Squirrels, so let's go with him. Oh. And then we need the bench. Let's have a look at how this looks. Oh, he's not even... That's going to be a tough game. But as I said, it doesn't matter if we lose this game. We're still going to win the group. So let's see. Another young goalkeeper. We have... Jonas is 16. So let's put him on the bench. And... We're not even going to be taking the best players to put on the bench here if not needed. We're going to have try to have a lot of reserve players and youth players on the bench as well. Now we need defenders, preferably somebody that can play everywhere in the defense. No, we don't have that, but even though he's in need of rest, I think Lamptey is a good choice to put so we can have both left and right, and then we get Anel to be as a central defender. And we bring... Since we don't have any other defensive midfielder, we're going to have Jude there. We're going to have Brad Faulkner, and let's see, we will have Mick Clark there, and oh no, not Mick Clark then. Remove from position, and we bring Guerrero in there, and we need a striker. I guess we're going to go with David McAvoy. This is the team that's going to be playing today, and I have a feeling it's going to be a tough game to win over Leipzig today. But yeah, let's see what the young lads can do. Loads of reserve players, but that is why that's our goal in this game. Just let them play there. We don't care if we lose. Well, we do care, but not in the sense that let's see, is there any good way of telling them just to go out there and have fun? Yeah, all the best out there to have fun. Let's see what we can muster up with all these reserve players. If there's any way we can win this game today. Let's see. Webb. Going to Shortire, to Squares. Savold, Edwards, Carroll, finding Morgan Pierce. Oh. Now, of course, it leans to a losing game, this one, but that means that we're still going to be winning the group. So, as I said, I really don't care. I just want the players to develop. Most of them are just youth players that needs to get experience in the first team, and this is one way of getting experience in the first team. Ooh. Close to a goal for Leipzig. Let's see what happens here at the corner. We get it away, that's good. I think it's interesting to see all these young lads coming in and trying to get a win here today. And hopefully we can at least get a draw or something. I don't want to lose, of course. I never want to lose. But it's going to be tough. And here they score their first game. Rasenballen? I thought it was Red Bull Leipzig. Is Rasenballen? That's a weird name, but alright. Olmo and Magro, and it's 1-0 for Leipzig. Which is expected. I mean, these are young lads, not anywhere near the quality of the Leipzig players. Of course, well, most of them aren't. Some of them might be, but most of them aren't. So, but hopefully they will become, all of them become players that are good enough to beat the crap out of this team in 2 or 3 years. But for them to reach that development, they need to get some play time, and I'm happy to give them the time in games like this where it doesn't really matter, and where I can use a lot of them, and at the same time I do rest the star players so that they can be fit to fight another day. So that's good. Shortire, Webb, can he get the ball in? He does, and there's Squares, and he equalizes! Paul Squares, 1-1. What a nice thing to happen here. Such quality. Look at this. Webb is pulling away from his players. Squares is there heading it. It's a beautiful goal. It's a really beautiful goal. And yeah, looks good. Looks really good. Taylor, Adams, or Adam Ferguson, I should say. Here's Pierce, Morgan Pierce with a long ball towards Squirrels. Squirrels, no. That's Squirrel. Oh, here's Shortire. Oh, good pass by Paul Squirrels. I think he plays really well, Paul Squirrels. And maybe it's even time to give him some time in the first team and play. I mean, in the first team when we have real games as well. Give him the opportunity to at least come in as a sub or something. Which is going to be hard with all the star players that we do have in the attack. It's hard enough. Oh, look at that! So close to 2-1. A good ball in by Morgan Pierce, and yeah, almost a good finish by Squirrels again. Let's pump off. No, let's go with hands and hips. But I am actually happy about how things are going out there. But I think they can do better. This is the way I want to put it. Here we go. Webb, Edwards, and that opportunity is over, I guess. Here's Savold. Long balls was Shortire. Shortire past this one. Shortire gets it back to Webb. Stokebridge. Carroll. Look at how many black players there are back there. I mean black dressed players now. They have put so many players into the defensive there that they were just overrun in the penalty area with players there from Leipzig. Stokebridge, and well, Rainman won't be first on that one. They're sitting pretty deep down, to be honest, and we have a lot of tired players. Short tires shouldn't be playing. Do we have anybody that can... Well, I guess that's the only really position that we don't have somebody to come in. Well, I guess he will have... Oh, they equalize. Oh, they take the lead, I should say. Oh, well. Let's take out Rainman and put in McAvoy. Let's take out Stokebridge and put in Guerrero. And we give... Should we give him a rest here and put in Anel to give some fitness to the defense as well? Here's Guerrero. Webb. Back to Guerrero. Can he get the ball in? Or yeah, he does. And there's Pierce. Oh, come on, United. I still would like not to lose, though. I think it would give them more. I think it would give the players more development if we at least drew or something. I think a loss will give less development than a draw or a win. So let's... Oh, here they come again. And... Ooh, thank you, thank you, thank you. So we keep the hope alive. And Anel has come into the defense here now. He's supposed to be a good player, so hopefully he will take command in the defense at least. And... we'll just gonna have to see what happens in the attack, if we get to create more chances or not. At the moment, it doesn't really look like that. Here's Morgan Pierce, though, with a ball to Squirrels. Shooting over there. He's too tired, I guess. He is very, very tired, so I don't blame him. Oh, Leipzig comes here now. Come on. That's not good. Oh, get the ball away. Carroll heading it out for a corner. So we're going to end this episode with a loss, I guess. I think it's going to be hard for us to... I mean, look at the tired players with the players we have on the pitch, and the time that is left, and the pressure that Leipzig are putting on us at the moment. I do not think we have the opportunity to score an equaliser here. Score tire though. Couldn't get past tie there. Ta. Webb to Squirrels. To Guerrero, to short tire, Seibold, short tire, Seibold, Webb, Guerrero, short tire. Oh, here he comes. Oh, Golachexi managed to save it. So I guess the game is over. I guess it's going to be 2-1 for Leipzig. I don't want to... I think I'm going to be telling them that they were unlucky today, because I don't want to put any... is there a thing where... Unlucky, boys, you weren't... It would have been nice to win here, but it wasn't to be. I'm going to go with that, and they all seem to be answering really well to that. That's good. So let's sum up this episode. Looking at the end here, we can see 13 points. They ended up second with 12. And even if we had beaten them, Atalanta would not have gone through, because they only managed to draw against Nice. So, yeah. it didn't do anything to the outcome of the division here. So that's good. Or this the league table here. So that's good. Feel a bit better about that now then because of that. And yeah, let's have a look at the news here. Champions League represents the Red Devils. It's not really though, do they? And his Stockbridge is a little jaded and could do with a rest. He's not going to get a real rest, but I guess we're going to have to see in the next episode if he's going to be playing or not. So yeah. Let's go through here. The finances, as I said, look, we are bleeding, and having a look at the salary for Mbappe proves that, of course, this is a horrific thing. I actually do believe that if we manage, that we should even try to get rid of Erling Haaland, because he's earning even more than Mbappe, at least in the basic salary. He has £500,000 a week, and I think that is way too much. So yeah, but we still need to keep a team good enough to win, of course, because otherwise things will go south pretty quickly, I guess. But we're top of the table. We won the group in the Champions League. We are being drawn against Leyton Orient in the FA Cup, which yeah, is interesting. The League 2 team, I think, so we're going to be beating them hopefully. And we have Chelsea in the Carabao Cup, and we of course won the Community Shield there. So we're struggling to keep a track on things. We want to win everything like we did last season. We did win all these competitions last season, and we're looking forward to hopefully winning all again. Yeah, it's going to be tough against Chelsea there in the Carabao Cup. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a tough game. Leyton Orient, we should win there, but maybe I will do a stupid thing and bring in too many of the, what should I say, youth players and stuff like that in that game, and then they still have a chance to beat us. But I really don't know. Champions League and the Premier League, that's where we face off against really good teams all the time. So, of course, those two titles are going to be very hard to retain, but I hope we can do it. I think we won the Champions League now 2 years in a row, and our third one would be just amazing to be able to win 3 Champions League in a row. Then we join the big ones like Real Madrid and what else? Who else has won it 3 times in a row? Bayern, Ajax. Oh, look at that. And Real Madrid, that one. I mean, honestly, to be completely honest, Real Madrid back here, I mean, people's gonna be calling me a sore loser or whatever, but back then Spain was in a situation and Real Madrid was in a situation where they pretty much, Real Madrid was like CSKA Moscow in hockey in the 80s. All the best players were forced to play there. There wasn't any possibility for anything else. So yeah, it was just like the way it was. But talking about that, of course, that only meant the Spain players. So the Spaniards still had to be pretty good to be able to win the Champions League or the European Cup for 5 years in a row like they did there. But yeah, I mean, I do not count it as high, since all the good Spanish players were forced to play in Real Madrid back then, like all the good hockey players in Russia was, or in Soviet Union as it was called back then, were forced to play in Moscow team. So yeah, it's just the way it is. But it's still an achievement to win out in Europe, of course. But yeah, never mind. Well, then we have another goal, not 3, but 5 years in a row to try and win the Champions League. Now, will that be possible? We don't know, but we're going to try. It's going to be tougher if we get rid of Mbappe, of course, but I feel we need to get rid of him. And I feel that we might even have to get rid of, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clear here so that I will have to be doing that all over again in the next episode, so I don't play with that team or do something stupid like that. Let's have a look at Erling Haaland's contract. We can see here already here 500,000, but let's look at his bonus things. I mean, look at this. If we thought that Mbappe's contract was ridiculous, look at this. Remaining loyalty bonus 18 million, appearance fee 165,000 every time he plays, goal bonus at 155,000, assist bonus for 74, team of the year 725, top goal scorer 725, international cap bonus 57,000, unused substitute 30,000, 2 million for 27. Oh, look at all these. It's ridiculous. So most likely this player is making his last season at Manchester United, even though he's contracted 28. If I can sell him, I'm certainly going to do that this summer. I mean, yes, the players that I have, I mean, like Karim Adeyemi is not in that class yet, or maybe he'll never get, but he's a good player, really good player, and has 140,000 a week. And then we have Šeško, another really good player with only 80,000 a week. So we're going to manage. It's going to be harder, but we're going to manage without Haaland as well. It's more going to be a problem with Haaland playing for another team that can give them success then. But if we can spread them out so we don't put Mbappe and Haaland in Real Madrid, for example, because then Real Madrid probably will be one of the dominating teams in this game for now. But yeah, looking at what we have youth candidates here, this looks horrible. The 2025 Youth Candidates Preview. Look at this, poor intake, not a half a star even. It looks like it's some non-league team is going to get some players. This is, I don't know why, because I maxed out everything. Yeah, some of them is random, of course. But not all should be random. We have such a good, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, we have state-of-the-art youth facilities and everything like that. Let's have a look at, let's see, where is it? Facilities. You can see here, top corporate, that has nothing to do with it. This has state-of-the-art, and this too here, exceptional academy coaching, exceptional youth recruitment. I mean, really? All right, if you tell me that we're only going to get crap this year, we are probably only going to get crap, but it's a weird one. I don't know. I don't think I have much more to say. There's not much more we can go through here. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode. Do like, subscribe, and leave a little comment. Like to hear from you, and Stay safe, have heaps of fun, and I'll just end with bye 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 bye.